and study to be masters.
There's so much they need to learn
To save us from disasters. There isn't one appliance that they don't know about. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out.
GPS.
And 3, 4.
Stop. Who goes next? I'm next. 5. 1, 2, 3. 3.
And
Wait, I gotta choose a route. Should I go here or there?
choose already. Nolik, what are you doing over there?
Nothing at all. Just waiting at my place.
Good, and don't get off it. Wellfire?
What was that?
The alarm on my Fixie tab. Oh, our lesson's about to start. Hurry!
What about the game?
Later.
As soon as young Fixies enter their first year of Fixie school, everyone gets their own Fixie tab. It's a little computer that can do anything at all. Well, almost anything at all. Studying with a Fixie tab is fantastic. You can read it just like a book and write in it just like writing in a notebook. You can use a Fixie tab to listen to music, watch movies, find your way around, and talk, text, and send letters to your friends. And if you want, you can use a Fixie tab to go on to the internet that humans use, or you can visit the secret Fixie internet, where you can find news about the world of the Fixies. And Fixie tabs have games on them, too. Of course, these games can be a lot of fun, but you shouldn't play games until your homework is all done.
Faster, or we'll be late.
I know a shortcut we can use. This way.
Now which way do we go?
I need to remember the route. I think it's this way, or it could be that way.
Well, which is it, this or that?
I have no clue.
Uh-huh.
So what's our plan?
We'll go back and start again. We flew in from there, right?
No, I think it was there.
That's not how we flew in. It was there.
I think we're lost in here.
Uh-oh.
Nolik, stop the panicking.
I only went uh-oh. I'm not panicking yet.
It's your fault, Fire. I know a shortcut. Go this way.
How are we gonna get out of here?
How do I know? All I know is that we're late for our lesson. Thanks to someone.
It wasn't on purpose, I swear.
Now Grandpa's will punish us.
What's going on?
Well, I think I found a way to get out.
Which way?
Right here. I forgot that inside of my Fixie tab is a GPS navigator.
Class. What's a navigator?
A GPS navigator is an interactive electronic map that can help you find your way around. The navigator can figure out where you are by using signals that are sent to it from satellites. All you have to do is type the address of the place you want to go into it, and the GPS can figure out a route to get you there. And then it helps you as you go by telling you where and when you need to turn, so you can easily get to your destination. Let's see. Right now, we're here.
And where do we need to go?
You know where, to school.
But where is that?
Are you joking? In the laboratory of Professor Eugenius.
Can you be quiet?
Where do you want to go?
The laboratory of Professor Eugenius.
Please wait while I chart out the route.
Ha! It did it! The navigator says to go there. Hey, what are you doing over there? Come on!
And if you happen to go off route, the navigator will give you a different way to Well, you finally made it. Unfortunately, you missed an important lesson today.
We got lost. Forgive us.
In case you're wondering, we were studying navigators. And you know what? We just used a navigator to get here.
Yeah, it showed us the way we had to go.
Well, that's certainly quite lucky for you, because now you don't get an F. But from now on, kids, you have to get here on time.
I promise you that. 'Cause now we know where to get our shortcuts from.
The Fixie phone.
Tom Thomas,
Huh?
try to guess what we have with us.
You guess what I have.
A banana. A race car. No, not that. Chocolate. A pair of socks.
Ha! Do you give up? My dad bought a new phone for himself and gave me his old one. He said I can keep it.
Oh, wow.
And what have you got?
Look.
Ah, you got a telephone too.
It's better than that. This is a Fixie phone.
Papu's got himself a new Fixie phone, and he gave this old one to Simka.
And can you make calls on it?
Take a guess.
Come on, let me show him. Hi there, Papoose.
Hi, Nolik. Why are you calling?
Just to say hi.
Nolik, don't just call me if you know I'm working.
All right. See that?
So what? I can make calls on my phone.
Calls to humans, that is. But to Fixies, you can't. A Fixie phone is a smartphone made just for Fixies. Not only can Fixies call each other with it, but they can get onto their own special Fixie internet. On a Fixie phone, you can find a camera, a flashlight, news, games, movies, and Fixie ditties. Those are the Fixies' favorite songs. Fixie kids love them, and so do their parents, because Fixie phones can easily let parents know where their kids are and whether or not they're in trouble. Over the years, humans have learned how to turn telephones into mobile phones and mobile phones into smartphones. They use them to call each other and to go onto their internet. A smartphone is almost as powerful as a computer, but they still have a long way to go to be as good as Fixie phones.
Yeah, that's really cool, guys. Only this phone does the same.
But can your phone do this? Take a look over here.
You mean here? It's just a mouse.
And now, look here.
Whoa! But he's not on there.
But look, he's here.
And that's not all. Watch.
A mouse helps the user navigate around the computer. And when we move it...
You get it? No one else can see the Fixie except for you, and he can help you.
Super! Oh, it'd be great to have my own Fixie phone.
What are you talking about? You're not a Fixie.
What a shame. I'm off to school, guys.
He gets so upset. He even forgot to take his phone.
I have an idea.
My smartphone's my best friend. I love to hear it beeping, so I keep it by my side even when I'm sleeping. Bing bong all day long, bing bong all day long, bing bong all day long, even when I'm sleeping. With my phone I play alone. I don't need my brother. Soon they'll make a brand new app to replace my mother. Bing bong all day long, bing bong all day long, bing bong all day long, to replace my mother. Check my mail, send it text 1,000,000 times an hour. I forgot to plug it in, now I'm out of power. Bing bong all day long, bing bong all day long, bing bong all day long, now I'm out of power. Bing bong all day long, bing bong all day long, bing bong all day long, now I'm out of power.
We finished. Tish!
Look, it's a...
Surprise!
Wow, this is great! Now I've got my own Fixie phone. It's just like you've got.
Well, pretty close.
Tom Thomas! Tom Thomas, let me use your phone to call myself. I need to find my phone. Oh, wow. You've changed everything in here. Where am I? I guess I'm Papoose. Huh, what a funny name you came up with for me.
Nolik, just stop. I don't have time for your fooling around.
What? Who is that?
That's, not Nolik.
Who is this? Do you know who I just called?
Does anyone know who this phone belongs to out here?
Oh, your mother found it. I'm coming. We'll fix those numbers later.
Ugh, Papa's is gonna really give it to us.
Give me your phone, Tom Thomas, and I'll delete all the Fixies numbers from it.
But how can I call you up then?
Why would you have to call us?
We're always close by.
Invisible ink.
To Tom Thomas. What is it? A note?
Who's it from?
It's from no one.
Ah, is this no one a girl? Hey, tell us, what did she write to you?
I don't know.
Well, then let's take a look at it.
No way. It's a secret.
Even from your friends?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, we're not just your friends. We're secret friends.
And you won't tell anyone?
Nobody. We promise.
Are you gonna open that thing or not? Huh, there's nothing there.
Is this a joke or something?
Maybe she didn't feel like writing you anything.
Then why would she put a note in there?
Wait a second. And what if she wrote that letter with a special kind of invisible ink?
Wow, I've never heard of it.
If you want to keep what's written in a letter secret, you can write it with a special liquid called invisible ink or security ink. You can make invisible ink yourself by mixing lemon juice, milk, or baking soda with water. Then just dip a stick or a brush in it and write on a plain piece of paper, like this. You can't see anything, right? To make the invisible ink visible again, the paper needs to be warmed up with something like an iron. But that's a secret.
Well, Simka, you might be right. Only what about the iron? I can't use it.
But your mom can, and right now she's doing the ironing.
Yeah? Well, that changes everything.
Hold on! If that really is a secret letter, then no one should be allowed to see it.
Even your mother.
What can I do then? Ah, I know what. Mom, can you iron my shirt too, please, will ya?
What's wrong with it?
There's nothing wrong, it's just that the pocket's wrinkled.
Ah, sure, I'll do it. Since when did you start worrying about things like this? All done.
Thanks, Mom. That should do it.
What? What is it?
Huh?
Tom Thomas, I really like you.
Katya. Katya's in love with you, isn't she?
And what about you? Do you like her?
I don't know. She does get straight A's.
You like her. You and Katya kissing in a tree.
Nolik, stop your teasing. Well, are you gonna write her back?
You think I should?
Of course, silly.
I'm scared that someone will see it.
Then why don't you write it with invisible ink like she did?
Yeah, go get a lemon.
Nowadays, it isn't very common for people to write letters by hand and send them by regular mail. Today, people mostly send letters through the internet. But even electronic letters should be written with some of the same simple rules of politeness used in handwritten letters. For instance, you need to write a greeting at the beginning of your letter, and a few kind words at the end are always appreciated. Something like hugs and kisses, or all the best, or see you soon. And before you send off your letter, it's best to read it through to check for any mistakes. And one more thing. If you receive a message from someone, don't take too long to answer them, because they might think that you'd forgotten about them, and that can hurt their feelings. To say it simply, when you write, be polite.
I write?
Come on, tell the truth. Just write this. Forgive me, Katya. Only there's another girl I really like. My one and only Simka.
Nolik!
If you don't like it, then why don't you think it up?
Tom Thomas, just go ahead and write how you feel deep down in your heart for Katya.
Katya, I like you too. Like that? Is that all I have to write? Would that be okay?
It's lovely.
Kissi.
Just zip it, will ya? Tom Thomas, is that everything? And did you make sure to check that you didn't make any mistakes?
No, but I'll check right now.
Huh. All the words disappeared.
Well, if there's something wrong, only Katya will find it.
The shadow play.
Oh, hi there, Tom Thomas.
What are you doing here?
I dropped a paper clip.
Give me some light.
Huh. What's so funny, huh? We're trying to help you out.
You've got funny shadows, that's what.
Hey, check this out.
It's an eagle.
And Simka is a goose.
She looks more like a moose.
I do, huh? All right, and take that.
You're like real actors performing in a show.
Uh-huh.
Actors playing a theater, you know? And we're just under a bed.
And so what? How about we make our very own theater? A theater with shadows.
Class!
Tom Thomas, we need a piece of paper, a huge sheet. It's really quite easy to make your own shadow theater. You can make the screen out of a white sheet or a big piece of paper. Next, make sure the room is dark and shine a desk lamp at the screen. Now, to make the shadows, just put yourself or a cardboard cutout between the lamp and the screen. Your shadow, or the shadow of your puppets, will come to life. But make sure that the audience sits on the other side of the screen. The play will be much more magical for them from that side. Tom Thomas, light.
Oh, wow! Simka, you look totally like the real Red Riding Hood.
Hello, dear granddaughter.
Hello, dear grandmother. Grandmother, what very big eyes you've got.
The better to see you with, my dear.
Nolik, come on, we're rehearsing.
The wolf's voice is funny.
Grandmother, I never noticed what very big teeth you've got.
They're so much better to eat you with, my dear. Yum, 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 yum.
Let them out, wolf. Or I'll get them out, myself.
Ha ha! You'll stop me with that little stick?
Hey, that's not in the fairy tale.
But in the fairy tale, it's a normal hunter.
And what do you think I am?
Look for yourself. You're way too small to be the hunter.
Fine, then go do your play without me.
Well, I guess I'll have to make the hunter out of paper then.
That's all. Take a break.
I'm really thirsty. She was so salty, that grandma.
Nolik, don't be upset.
The wolf is huge, and I'm so little.
Then let's make you bigger. You see? Now you're bigger.
Yeah, you're right.
And if we go back here,
then I'm even bigger.
Now you know. If you go back here near the lamp, your shadow will get bigger on the screen.
Class!
There are just so many different kinds of theaters in the world. In the dramatic theater, the actors speak the lines of the playwright. At the opera, the actors don't speak their lines. They sing them, accompanied by an orchestra. And here at the ballet, the performers don't speak or sing their parts. Here, the story is told with dance. There are also theaters where the performers are animals. In an animal theater, you can watch performances by cats and dogs, or goats and pigeons, or even bears and seals. There are also theaters where the stories are told by puppets. To tell the truth, the puppets are brought to life with the help of people. Yes, there are so many different kinds of theater. My favorite is the shadow theater. I think it's the most beautiful and mysterious theater of them all.
Hello, dear grandmother. Grandmother, what very big eyes you've got.
the better to see you with, my dear.
And grandmother, what great big sharp teeth you've got.
All the better to eat you up with, my dear.
Ooh, just wait. Aha, Wolf, I've got you.
The hunter looks so strong.
You're a hunter? Then where's your gun?
Why do I need a gun? You're so tiny I could use a fly swatter. But I'd rather do it like this.
Like what?
With my bare hands.
Way to go! Hooray! Splendid! Who was your favorite? Mine was the grandmother. Well, I think Red Riding Hood was the best.
For me, the hunter. He was so mighty and so fearless. And for me, the special effects.
The elevator.
Papu's, Marcia, we gotta hurry. How come? Tom Thomas is going to see the circus.
And what?
We want to go with him, can we?
The answer's no. Just you kids without supervision.
Who said no supervision? His parents are taking him there. We'll be careful, don't worry. They won't even notice us.
Well, if Tom Thomas's parents will be there.
Hooray! We can go!
Wait a second. I didn't even say yes yet.
Yeah.
Simka and Nolik, where are you? We gotta hurry up.
Tom Thomas, it's time to go.
I'll be right there.
We're ready.
Climb into my hood.
Ha! I know who's going to the circus today.
Whoa!
Huh?
What just happened?
I think that the elevator broke down.
Don't you worry.
Emergency operator.
We got stuck in the elevator.
Understood. Please wait. We'll have the elevator fixed within the hour.
That long? That means we won't get to the circus on time.
Tom Thomas, we'll go get Papu's and Marcia. I'm sure they can fix it.
People need elevators to help them get to the upper floors of tall buildings. When someone steps into an elevator and presses a button, the elevator's electrical engine starts up. It pulls the cable that is attached to the elevator cabin, and the elevator goes to the desired floor. The cable hangs over a wheel, and it usually has a heavy counterbalancing weight attached to the other end of it. This counterweight balances the elevator and helps the electric motor do its job. I wonder what the reason is.
I think I see something over there that got stuck.
Looks like you found the reason. We gotta go and fix it now, or we'll never get to the circus on time.
You know, we can just have it right here. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Fixie Spectacular. And now your attention, please, on the high wire.
Whoa!
Just don't look down.
Then I'll close my eyes and I won't look anywhere at all. Ow!
And now we bring you our very own aerial gymnasts. Hoop, hoopa.
Hey!
Yep. Hoopa. Oh, Tadish! Our next act, feats of strength.
It won't come out!
I know how to fix it. With a death-defying circus act. Point your eyes up.
Marcia, where are you going?
Up to the electric motor! Do you know the right way to behave yourself inside of an elevator? First of all, small children should never get into an elevator by themselves. They should only go in with their parents or other adults they know well. When getting onto an elevator, the adult should always enter first, and then the child. When it's time to get out, it's the other way around. First the child leaves, and then the adult. If you are taking a dog onto an elevator, make sure its tail and leash are completely inside, so they don't get stuck in the door. And there's one more thing. If the elevator suddenly stops for some unknown reason, don't try to break out of it yourself. Press the button that calls the emergency operator and wait for help from the elevator repairmen. Or the Fixies. I reached the motor!
Turn it on!
Oh, they fixed it. That was quick.
Now we'll make it on time. There was no need to worry.
Stop! It's way too high.
Tom Thomas went to the circus without us.
There's no need to get that upset, Nolik. Our circus is as good as theirs. Right, Papoose?
Of course it is.
Thank you.
Thank you, to who?
What do you mean who? The elevator repairman.
The dog. It's about me. Fixies?
It's Chusaka. It sounds like she's angry with us. I wish I knew what that mad dog was thinking about.
I'm thinking about you. You better hide or people will see you.
I'm leaving. See you later.
It's going to rain.
Chusaka, I have no time to play right now.
I'm not playing. His feet are gonna get soaked.
Tom Thomas, I'm off. Don't be late.
Chusaka, that's enough. No, I need to go to school.
He's got his math class today and he's leaving his math book. I'm trying to serve like a good dog, but no one understands me.
Dogs have been serving people since ancient times, along with cows, horses, chickens, and other domestic animals. But of all of these animals, the dog was the very first. In the beginning, domesticated dogs looked like wolves. Over time, they started changing and were developed into dogs of many different breeds, from big shepherds to tiny chihuahuas. So a dog is not only a human's best friend, but his very first friend as well.
What is that smell?
Simka, come on out. I see you. Nolik, jump down. Oh no, we're trapped in here.
Alert, something's burning over there. Why won't they listen?
I think she's going to eat us. Together with the box. We're done for. Oh.
Come on, look!
The outlet is sparking. Oh no, something must have broken in there. Are we going to fix it? Kids should never touch outlets, and you know it too. It's forbidden. Then how do we fix it? Go find Papoose, and I'll stay here and wait for you. But where's Papoose?
I know where he is.
I don't know what she's barking about, but I think Chusaka wants to help us. Then come on, Chusaka, help us. Woo!
He's in there.
Papoose! Papoose!
Nolik, is that you? Ah!
There's an outlet sparking over there, and it smells like it's burning.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Chusaka found it.
Really? Great job! There are many kinds of service dogs. Dogs that help people by carrying out a wide variety of different jobs, like protecting a house or a flock of sheep if the dogs are shepherds. Some working dogs help guards protect their borders, while others work for the police. There are sled dogs that transport people and loads in the north, where there's only snow and no roads. Some service dogs help blind people by helping them get to the places they need to go. And there are dogs that save people trapped on mountains. And that's not all. Dogs went up into space before humans. But don't think that dogs are just given these jobs. Oh no! Like humans, dogs study for a long time before they're allowed to take on serious work. That's all. There won't be a fire. Not today.
Hooray!
Well done, Chusaka. You're a real service dog, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I'm working. I'm a real service dog.
Chusaka, go away. I've had enough of you already today.
Don't say that, because this working dog just saved your house from burning down.
What do you mean?
She smelled smoke coming from the outlet. It could be that Chusaka means well and wants to do the right thing, but nobody understands her.
That's a bit hard to believe.
Then what's this book?
Oh, my math book. That's where I left it.
Remember how Chusaka wanted to make you take it to school this morning?
You're right. Atta girl, Chusaka. Well done.
Achoo. What a rain. My feet got wet to the bone.
But this morning, Chusaka tried to get you to wear a different pair of shoes.
That's something. I should listen more closely to this smart little dog of ours.
Finally, they understand me.
Chess. How about that? Then I'll play my pawn. And I'll play my pawn.
Grandpa's, we need our spool, and it's missing.
Oh, congratulations.
Professor, have you seen it anywhere?
The spool? I haven't seen it. We're playing chess, can't you see?
Do you like board games? Like dominoes, for instance. Just about everybody has played it. But do you know where it came from? Dominoes was invented by the ancient Chinese. They made tiles and decorated them with dots like on a pair of dice. And this is a game that looks a lot like checkers, but it's a lot more challenging. It's called backgammon. Backgammon originated in Persia, and from there it spread all over the world. But the most challenging game of them all is the game of chess. Chess was invented in India, and today the game of chess is loved in every country. It's played by adults, by children, and even by computers. Chess is a real sport. But the most important thing for playing chess is not the power in your arms, but the power in your brain.
Hey, look, I found it.
Hey, what's going on?
That's our spool. Please let us take it back. There's something we have to do with it.
But we're using it. Can't you wait? It's a replacement for the missing pawn.
Oh, Nolik can work for a while as the pawn's replacement.
Yeah. I could do it.
All right, you can take it. And you stand right over here.
1, 2, 3, up we go!
Class. So how do we play?
You're going to play for the whites. And now I'm going to capture your knight.
And we're gonna knock over yours. Take that.
Whoa, 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 young man. Slow down. It goes back here. Nolik, get back to your square.
What for?
Pawns don't move like that.
Then how do they move?
Only one square per move and only forward. Of all of the pieces, the little pawn is the weakest.
What a mess. So which one's strongest, huh?
This, it's the queen. She's the most dangerous threat to the other king.
Aw, how come I couldn't be queen? Then that black king would have to deal with me. Oh, yes.
In chess, each player has a black or white army with 8 pawns, 2 knights, 2 bishops, 2 castles, and a queen. All of them work together for their king, trying to protect him while attacking the enemy's king. If the king finds himself in a position where he can be captured, the attacking player says check. And if the king finds himself with nowhere to run from the attack, it's called checkmate. Whoever checkmates the other player's king first is the winner. I'll move my queen.
Yeah.
And me, my queen. Then I'll just capture your queen.
Aha!
Really? Then I'll just capture yours.
Grandpa's, should I go now?
Not yet. So, Do you feel like surrendering?
Ha! You're kidding. Do you?
Nolik, forward!
Hooray!
We'll step aside.
Forward!
Aha! Next I'll go and capture the knight.
You got away.
All right, Pawn, and once more, go forward.
Grampus, where do I go now? Don't you see the edge?
Don't go anywhere. Now you're the queen.
What?
The rules of chess say that if a pawn makes it all the way to the other side, he can become anything that was captured earlier.
Hooray! Then I'll be the queen, and I'll be the strongest piece in the whole game.
Hey, queen, get back here.
In case you don't know, this isn't over yet.
We capture the pawn with the queen. Queen, this is your new place. Check.
Check.
Huh, yeah?
Now come to here. Checkmate, my colleague.
Of course it is. It is, mate. Yeah, I lost.
Hooray! Tadish, tadish, tadish! Professor, we found the missing pawn for you. So that means Nolik can leave with us.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Chess is the greatest game you'll ever play in your life. Oh, you should have seen how I put Professor Eugenius into checkmate. Really? Well, Grampus helped me a little. Actually, it was Grampus telling me where to move. But I'm the queen now.
The key card.
Whoopa!
Well, Professor Eugenius, your kennel's back in action.
Tadish!
Oh, why, thank you. I've been longing for a cup of tea. Yes.
There's no tea left in here.
Then I'll go ask Lisa if she has some.
Look! Professor Eugenius! You forgot the key! The key! Don't close the door! Simka, you must be joking. That's a key. This is nothing but a plastic card. But it is a key. A special kind. It's called a key card. To open up a combination lock, you need to enter a code in the correct order. That means if you can't remember the code, you can't open the lock. But if the lock uses a key card, there isn't any code to memorize because the code is held inside the card's memory, and the lock can read the code from the card. Of course, key cards don't work with any lock. They have to be smart locks that are able to read electronic codes. When the smart lock reads the correct code, it opens right up.
Lisa, do we have any tea here?
Of course, Professor Eugenius.
Wonderful. I'll take one bag then. Oh, I left my key inside the lab. Can I borrow yours?
Just don't forget to give it back.
Of course I'll give it back. Come on, Elisa. I got myself a tea bag.
Professor Eugenius, the water's boiling.
Fantastic. Ta-ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Ch-ch-chai. Wait a second. Oh no. I was supposed to give something back to Elisa.
Why don't you go and ask her?
Right. I'll be right back.
Professor Eugenius! That's card number 2 now.
Elisa, I promised you something, didn't I?
Yes, the key. You said you'd return it.
Yeah, sure. Let me get it. Just a sec. Oh, I locked it in the lab.
It's terrible. How will you ever get back into the laboratory now?
You see, there is one way, but it's a secret. Would you mind leaving for a couple of minutes? Colleague, Professor, can you do me a little favor? The key. I think I left it on the table.
Yeah, right. It's true. So how do we solve this?
I need to think about it. What's there to think about? We just have to go and push it under the door.
You think you can do it?
Yeah! It's time to get to work.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, were you just calling for me?
Yeah, no, Lisa, not for you.
It's so heavy.
Do you know where Digit ran off to? Ow!
Digit's off somewhere thinking. He's always doing that when it's time to work. Hard to port. Hard to starboard.
Way to go, Nolik.
Then who were you talking to?
Actually...
Oh, what's that?
Where? What?
What was that?
Come on, let's try again.
Do you see that?
It's telekinesis. It's the power to transport things with your mind.
You are just astounding. Was that done with your mind, too?
The door? Yeah, sure.
You are a genius.
Professor Eugenius is a very talented scientist and a dear old friend of the Fixies. He always helps the Fixies, and the Fixies are happy to help him too. Professor Eugenius let the Fixies set up their school right here at his laboratory. It's hard to imagine a better place for a Fixie school. People from all over the city bring all sorts of things to the laboratory to be tested, from computers, phones, and furniture to food and toys. Professor Eugenius uses his expertise to check the quality of all these different things. To help him carry out his experiment, his laboratory is filled with a variety of tools and machines. Yes, Professor Eugenius is a very smart man, but he can be absent-minded. Lucky for him, he's got us Fixies around.
Thanks for everything.
Sliding the keycard under the door? That was Simka's awesome idea.
But the door opened wide while the card was still on the floor.
That's strange.
There's nothing strange about it. I'm the one who opened it.
How?
I climbed in the lock, that's all. Figured out how it worked, and Tadish.
Very clever. That's a real Tadish. I guess that thinking before you go and fix something ought to be what we all study next.
The motion sensor.
This part has to be replaced with one that's new.
I've got an idea. How about we run to the warehouse and get it?
Because you don't have time to go there. And that way you can keep on working.
All right, then. Only remember the code for the part.
A8375. I'll remember it for sure.
Why is Elisa always there at the wrong time?
Do we have to wait till she goes away?
What for? We'll sneak out behind her. Did you find the part?
It's here.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Let's do it.
Professor Eugenius, you're in here. Do you know why this door just opened? And closed by itself?
Of course I know, Elisa. It's because I converted it into an automatic one. You see, I installed a motion sensor above it.
A motion sensor is like an electronic eye that watches everything that moves in front of it. Did you ever wonder how doors open by themselves at places like stores or at the airport? They open with the help of motion sensors. If the sensor sees that someone walks up to the door, it sends a signal to the door's electric motor. The electric motor opens the door and then automatically closes it after the person walks through it.
That man is just astounding. Only a bit untidy.
The door is automatic now? Then why didn't it open for us on the way here?
Because we're too little for that motion sensor.
But the part's bigger than we are. Big enough for the sensor to see it. Then how do we get in there?
We can fool that thing if we stay close by the wall.
Now let's keep this as close to the wall as we can.
This door is a little too automatic. And these parts are here again. Didn't I put them away?
The sensor still noticed us.
Here's what we gotta do. Let's break it.
Why do we gotta break it? All we have to do is deactivate the unit.
Sensors are used to help people in all sorts of different situations. For instance, motion sensors notice when someone is moving so they can automatically open a door or turn on a light. Some automobiles are equipped with rain sensors. If it starts raining or snowing, the sensor automatically turns on the car's windshield wipers. There are also sensors that react to how much light there is. In the evening, when it gets dark, light sensors can be used to turn on street lamps. And in the morning, when it gets light again, the sensor switches them off. A smoke detector can sense when there's smoke inside. The sensor can be used to turn on a fire alarm or even an automatic fire extinguishing system.
I turned it off. That should do the trick.
Great job. Let's go. Professor Eugenius, mission accomplished.
Well done, Fixies. Actually, not that well. This part here is A7583.
Uh-huh.
And I asked for A8375.
Digit, didn't you say you knew the code number?
I did know it, but somehow forgot it.
Digit, I can't believe that you forgot it. All right, we'll just have to go out one more time.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'll get it this time.
I forgot to warn the professor that we've turned off the sensor. And I'm afraid he's expecting that the door will automatically open up. Professor! Stop!
Forgive us, we didn't mean it.
But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their